Hey guys, come along with us to Not Scary Farm, where we started off by doing the buffet, which I highly recommend. You get to have a really nice buffet dinner with the scare actors right before the event starts, and you actually get to go into the event early before anyone else, like an hour or half an hour before, I believe. So here is the buffet, lots of amazing choices to eat. Of course, this yummy macaroni and cheese. You also get these cups which you can refill throughout the night with, your whole day with your choice of sodas or anything. And it's just such a great ambiance. You have characters that come and visit you. This was like my favorite part of the entire night. I just love that you could get up close and characters and take pictures with them and interact with them. Something that, you actually do get to do. I'll get to that later on in the video, but you just get more longer time with them because, during the event, they have to obviously go scare everyone. So you kind of get this more personal experience, which is so nice. So I really love that. I love getting to interact with all of them. Oh my gosh, I love this creepy nun. She was amazing. I loved how we got all the there's my mom. I loved how we get all the female ghoulies. I love these ones. The roaring, what was it? The goring 13 or the goring 20s. Oh my gosh, this clown. I loved her. I loved her outfit. Oh, she is just so amazing. They were so fun to interact with. I truly had such a great time. If you're into stuff like this, I highly recommend doing the buffet. You are just going to have such a blast. Here, I got some tacos. There's just so much amazing food to get. Honestly, I love this buffet way more than the one at Universal during the RIP tour. I will always prefer Knott's. I mean, I love HHN, but I'll get into my thoughts about it later. Just Knott's always steals the show for me every year with haunt season. I really loved my candy bracelet I wore, and here were some of our desserts we had before we went off to the event. Oh, we're talking some more characters. They were all so nice. Shout out to all the characters who interacted with my mom and I. We literally had such a blast talking to you guys. You were so funny, and yeah, just had the best time. But like I said, this is such a great way to start off your time at Not Scary Farm. And, really, oh my gosh, I love this clown. Her name was Karma. Just love her. Look at her makeup, how amazing she looks. She was amazing and so funny. I had a blast. And we had one last visit from this clown. I believe her name was Lulu. She was so cute. And she had this giant pencil. And I was like, do you think you could erase some of my bad memories? She did. It was so funny. But yeah, and then we took a bunch of forks. So she was cozying them up. It was really funny. But yeah, some more of our desserts before we went off. And you also do get a picture with some of these characters before you go off into the park. And they give you a digital copy. You just have to pick that up at the front of the park before you leave. So that's what it looks like. You can also buy extra prints, but the digital one is included. And you actually get your own scare money when you go. Now, everyone already went because we were still taking our time eating. But so when we went in, it was pretty much empty. So it was really nice. We kind of got our own personal scare zone. And that was really, really cool. We obviously went to do the new mazes first. My top priority was doing the Mary maze and the zoo one. Now, there was no more filming in the mazes during this time, which honestly, I was totally fine with. So that's why you're not going to see any footage of the mazes in my vlog over here. But I have zero problem with that. I felt like I enjoyed the mazes way more with not filming. Because, I was just paying attention. Mary was my favorite. I heard a lot of people who went to Knott's on the first night, not scared from oh, there was no one in there. But dude, Mary was packed with characters. Both mazes, the zoo and Mary. And I had to do Mary twice before the rest of the rush came in. So absolutely had a blast. Oh my gosh, Mary, probably one of my favorite mazes I ever did at Not Scary Farm. And look at the regular crowd. Look how busy it got once the regular crowd after the buffet came in. That's why it's another, reason to get that buffet so you can get in these new mazes or do whatever you want before that main rush comes in. We just bought the regular ticket. We didn't buy any VIP. This was on a Thursday as well. I know some people, sorry, it's like a long clip of me. I know some people have been talking about how crowded Not Scary Farm has been on the weekends. My best bet is if you can do it on a Thursday, go ahead and do it. That's the best time to go. The crowds are not bad. It's mostly an adult crowd, so you don't have to worry about anything going crazy. Of course, as we're in Ghost Town right now, I love walking through Ghost Town. It's the creepiest, spookiest, foggiest part of the night. We literally had this character. I didn't get video of it, but he literally jumped and flew from a platform right in front of a guest. It was the craziest thing. We all were so startled, but it's just the craziest kind of scares you're not going to get anywhere else. And that's why I absolutely love Not Scary Farm, is they really make you feel so immersed in the fog and the haunts. The entire park is decorated. There's a little gift shop here. I just love how they do this old school haunt feeling. Like you feel like you're in your own horror movie. It's just fabulous. Everyone at Knott's does such a great job. This ambiance is completely unmatched. We had a look in the candy store. I'm showing off my candy bracelet again. I just loved how it looked in the lighting. Super cool. I love this like fudge cake with the bloody handprint. That's such a nice touch. Love this characters of this crow guy. He looks so cool. Yes, I just love the vibes of Ghost Town. It's unmatched. Look at the rest of the park, how much fog there is, all the neon colors. Truly amazing. I just love this so, so, so much. And I also love walking. Look at this freaky clown. I love clowns. It's so funny. That one kind of reminded me of Art. Anyone else? Yep. I know Art's in another park this year. But I love this part of the park because it reminds me of Final Destination 3 with the roller coaster. And Final Destination 3 is my favorite in the franchise. So I always love walking with the clowns. He had like squeaky shoes. It was funny. But I love walking this part of the park because it just makes me feel like I'm in Final Destination 3, even though I don't want to go on the roller coaster. But yep, there's Mesmer. Love Mesmer. Love the clowns. Love this part. Then we saw this, what is it? They're like kind of like the mat, like I don't want to say the freak show. What is it? It's just like this really cool like circus theme. It has a different theme this year. All of the performers did such an amazing job. It's like all these crazy stunts which literally make me like shake. I don't know, like I'm not scared of like monsters or characters or anything, but like look at what this guy's about to do. This is insane. Like I was freaking out the entire time. These performers are all so amazing. But all these like stunts they would do, oh no, it cut off, but he was like balancing on top of this thing. It was crazy. I'm sorry, guys, it cut off. But you have to see that show when you go to Knott's. It's incredible. Okay, we're in the Legacy store. Something I really like in here, they brought scare actors in here so you can meet them and take photos with them. Like, how cool is that? So even if you're not doing the buffet, you can take pictures for free on your own phone, or Knott's has their own cameras with the characters in the store. How nice is that? So, you know, I know everyone, when you go to these events, you know, people want the pictures with the characters. And I want to touch on something about, I'll do that at the end of my video. But here's more of the scare zones going on. Loved it. But what I was going to say is, you know, at Universal, everyone's been struggling this year to get a picture with Art the Clown because I guess he's not allowed to do photos because it gets too crowded. But like, that's the whole fun of going to an event is like, yes, you have the scares and stuff, but some people want these pictures like myself with the characters. And I feel bad for people at Universal who can't get a photo. There's the nun from earlier. She is so iconic. She was like one of the stars of the night. Shout out to this nun. I love her. But, you know, I feel bad that people can get photos with Art. But over here, Knott's did the right thing. They have their characters available, you know, at different places in the park. Also the front of the park where the sign is to take photos with the characters, which is so nice. And that's how it should be. You know, you have this characters scaring you in one place, but you can also get photos with them. I wish, you know, Universal would get that more, especially with Art the Clown. See, this was another photo op area right here with this character. So fabulous. I wish Universal would do that because it sucks to see people, you know, being told they can't take pictures with Art. You know, there's so multiple Art the Clowns. They could have had, you know, one Art. Sorry, I'm not talking about Universal, but, you know, I want Universal to improve because I think Knott's got it down pat. But anyways, let's keep the focus on Knott's. I had such a fabulous time at Knott's. They knock it out every year. Every year, it's my favorite haunt of the season. They are the original haunt. Here are some of my pictures from the buffet. I just had such a phenomenal time. This characters literally made our night. Shout out to all the characters and shout out to Knott's. I love coming to Knott's Scary Farm. It is my favorite haunt of the year. You guys literally outdo yourselves every single year, and I can't wait to see what you guys do next. And I just love it. I love coming back for more ghouls and haunts and spooks. It just makes my spooky heart so, so happy. And any haunt season is never complete without you guys. So thank you so much for everything. I seriously had such an amazing time. And thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you all.